Hello everybody. We meet again down here in Miami, Florida. A little bit of a chilly day. I know it's weird saying that in, what is it, April? A little bit in the 60s, mid 60s. But today we got a fun one. Took out my GT4 today. Been telling myself for a while now I wanted to do a video on it. How I got it, how I enjoy it. I do believe that this is the last one that was sold down here in the state of Florida. But before I get into all that, we got some stuff to do. It's currently 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday the 8th. I want to say it's the 8th. I don't know why I keep saying it's the 8th. On Sunday the 7th. Down here in Miami, right in front of the Miami Heat Arena, as you can probably see. With my GT4, I'm going to show it in a second. Called down my buddy Carlos that I mentioned in the last video. He works for VelosDesign Works. He so kindly said yes to me needing some help. He's gonna drive my GT4 while I take rolling shots of it. So he came down here in his 911 Carrera. Let's go ahead and turn this around. There we go. So here's my GT4. There's Carlos's 911 right there. He was so kind to wake up at 6:45 in the morning, meet me here at 7. He lives in one of these buildings. This is right here off US 1 Biscayne Boulevard. I think he lives in like that one or something. I don't know for sure. That's his 911. And here is my GT4. It's a 2023. Got it in Arctic Grey. I think this was the only one in, not the only one, there's obviously more, but I think Arctic Grey was the 2023 color for the 718 GT4s. I know Gentian Blue is I think 2020, and then obviously a lot of people got chalk, but doing more of a walk around here. So I picked up the GT4 around July last year. Picked it up from Champion Porsche. I'll put the IG right here. They're located in Pompano Beach. #1 Porsche dealer in the country. Great people over there. This is my second Porsche I bought from them. I had a Taycan rear-wheel drive in 2021, 2022. I'll explain another time why I got rid of that car, but today we're going to focus primarily and only on the GT4. I want to get some rolling shots done first, and then I'll start, talking about everything else involving with this car. So before I grab all my camera stuff, before I start diving into all this, let's go say oh, you left the sunroof open. What's going on? Good morning.
Sleepy.
I already told everybody how much of an amazing person you are for waking up at 6:45 in the morning and meeting me here at 7.
6:45.
What time did you wake up?
6.
6. So which building do you live at?
On 6.
Nice. You are really tired right now. So I already told everybody this is your 911. So Carlos bought his from another Porsche dealership down here. He actually got, this is a 992 Carrera. Again, Velos wheels on there. I believe these are what I mentioned before. I believe those are the GT3 side skirts. Carlos, are these the GT3 side skirts? They are, yes. So he did the GT3 side skirts on his. This is what, Tech Art? Yeah. Tech Art rear deck lid. So let me get a full walk around on this. Love Carlos's 911. Fitment's awesome. Car, literally, it's lowered on H&Rs? Lowered on H&Rs. I believe you did do the color match front. Yeah, he did do the color match front. So black going into the GT3 sides. This is one of my favorite mods with the 992 Carrera platform is the GT3 side skirts on there. It literally fits it really well, makes it beefier, makes it a little bit more wider. Can I open up your car, sir? Bordeaux red interior. He did the Bordeaux with the black, as you can see. With sports chrono. Not many people really do sports chrono on the standard 992 Carrera. But, alrighty, sir. You ready to drive manual?
Yeah,
So, Carlos and I have worked directly together for how long now?
7, 8 years?
I believe, yeah, about 7, 8 years. I first met him when he started working at Velos. He had a R35 GTR that we met up in the literally middle of nowhere, and that's when I got to meet
You had long hair.
you. And I had long hair. Hey, the hair's coming back. Okay. Hair's coming back. But ultimately, Carlos had Porsche in his blood, and I'm so happy he finally went down the 992 Carrera route. He kind of wants to, he does want to get another one. So I do have some high hopes that you will continue modifying your Porsches in good taste. But enough of that. Are you ready? Do you know how to drive stick for real?
Yes.
I don't remember you ever owning a stick car.
So I might not know how to.
I literally don't ever remember you owning a stick car.
I might not know how to drive it, but I'll figure it out.
Okay, where's your key? There? All right, let me go get my camera stuff. What do you think? You think he's bluffing? It's a cheap clutch, right? Yes, auto blip will rev match for you because you don't know how to drive stick. So this is my ride for the next few minutes. So we're all ready. We put the windows down. Carlos does know what he's doing. He's, again, like I said in the video earlier, I've worked with him for 7, 8 years now, and he's been so great. Every VelosDesign project that I've done in the last few years with him, or Omar of Velos, he's driven every single one almost. And so it's been absolutely great working with him. He's been an awesome guy. But I'm kind of multitasking right now, driving, talking to you guys, but at the same time, these Miami roads aren't the best. So seeing my Slam GT4 that I'm not driving over these roads, it's kind of a little. All right, let's get to it. Something cool. So while I was shooting, awesome GT3 touring that just drove by Arctic Grey with red interior. That was pretty cool. You never know what you're gonna see around here in Miami, but how we doing? You liking it? He hasn't stalled yet. That's actually Star Island over there. Oh, I think it is. Yes, it is. That's actually Star Island right there. But yeah, I mean, you never know what you're gonna see here in Miami. I've literally have driven all the way down literally Biscayne, 395, everywhere, and I've seen everything from Lamborghini Uruses, which is typically what you see down here, Lamborghini Uruses and Huracan rentals. I kind of said that in that one video with the Ferrari, how it's kind of like the Miami effect. But you do see a lot of those down here. You do see a lot of muscle gym dudes driving Maybachs and Rolls Royces and stuff. Like, so it's kind of like just the image of what Miami has become, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, it's just what it is. Just what the culture is down here. Is that, fake showing off kind of thing. But hey, every city's different. Every city has its own culture. Without breaking off topic, I did drive down here one dime, and I was photographing a GT2 RS for my buddy Fred. We were driving, and then I think it was like a Bugatti Super Sport, not a Chiron, an old Veyron Super Sport, the black and orange one, just casually drove by, and we were just like, oh, okay, like, happy Saturday. So you literally never know what you're gonna see here. Sometimes I saw a Countach one time driving. And this is modern day, so I saw Countach driving one time, a Veyron Super Sport. Everything down to older stuff. Like, there was one time when I was on this bridge that was over there, and I saw this old Ford Sierra Cosworth this old rally car, like cool as hell, was just ripping it on the highway, just absolutely, you know, flames coming out the exhaust and stuff. You never know what you're gonna see here. So I do want to get a photo of my car with the cruise ship in the background. Again, you never know what you're gonna see. You never know. That was pretty cool to see. Again, you never know what you're gonna see out here. It was kind of cool that two Porsches were out driving on a Sunday. So that's pretty cool. So far I've only seen that GT3 992 Touring in that old, what it looks like to be a 964 Cabriolet. So that was pretty cool getting to see that. These guys taking cars out to drive in Miami. I mean, ultimately it's what Carlos and I are doing right now. We're just photo and videoing while those guys are just driving. So these roads are a little horrible. All right, we're gonna do round two, one more round. I'm gonna put the camera down. I'm gonna focus more heavily on this so I can get the shots that I need. And then I will jump back in an amazing jump cut into the next slide right now. All right, so now we're on, this is 4th and, yeah, this is 4th and Alton. This is literally South Beach. So we're literally in South Beach right now. We're all done. And Carlos is leaving. Everybody say bye. Thank you, sir. I will text you. I'll probably call you throughout the week or anything. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, that's his 992 Carrera. What exhaust do you have on there again?
Just downpipes.
Oh, it's just downpipes? All right, cool. Well, then go. Let me hear it. That's all you pretty much need. But anyway, back at the Miami Heat Arena, the Kessa Arena, whatever you want to call it. I need fuel. What the hell did he do with my car, man? Also, he's short, so I gotta like sit all the way back up. Bucko. I'm gonna get him back for that. I had like 100 miles to E. This dude probably literally just drove all in 4th gear on the highway. Didn't even go to 5th or 6th. Just stayed in 4th. But valves open. Let's go explore Miami. So I'm gonna go to the first spot. hopefully it's open. I really hope it's open. Hopefully like there's not a boat in front of it or like there's a police officer in front of it or anything, but I'm gonna go to the first spot. Got a bunch of spots I want to bring you guys to today as I drive my GT4 around Miami, something that I haven't done in a very long time. So as I literally have no gas. It's the third Porsche. The third Porsche today. I'm telling you, you never know what you're gonna see. But these are not, here, let me roll up my windows. I had to roll up the windows because that's 3 Porsches now that have randomly, just spontaneously just drove by in the middle of the shoot today. I don't know them. They're not paid actors. So that's pretty cool. It just goes back to what I said earlier. You never know what you're gonna see out here. So that was a Turbo S. There was another Turbo S that drove by the off camera. So that's 2 actually. There was a 964. What it looked like, I only got a glimpse of it. I'll probably look back at the footage. Looked like a 964 Cabriolet. So that's 3. And then that Arctic Grey, same color as mine, that Arctic Grey GT3 Touring 992. So that's 4. Carlos's 992. And then mine, total of 6 Porsches in this video today. Only 2 of them were hired. The other ones, no. Spontaneous. Don't know who they are. If you see this video, comment, message me. It'd be pretty cool to see who you are. All those cars are sick. But we're on our way to Key Biscayne right now. Probably 2-3 spots over there. Love shooting down to Key Biscayne. The ocean views are always nice down there. And there's also a gas station down there too. I totally have to get gas in this thing. It's only about 30 miles left on here. Thanks Carlos for burning up all my fuel and not shifting to 5th and 6th gear on the highway. Okay, so this is one of my favorite spots that I like to come out here. It's right off, this is the Rickenbacker on the way to Key Biscayne. Definitely one of my favorite spots to shoot at, especially when the sun's coming up. The ocean in the background. And then the Arctic Grey right now. The sun's kind of in the shade right now, so the Arctic Grey kind of matches with the ocean a little bit. But this is the first spot. We're just gonna hang out here for a little bit and then we're gonna head on over to the other spot. To the spot that I'm at now, one of the hottest spots to shoot at here in Miami. It's always like, security's always here. It's literally always tough to shoot here because you do need a permit to shoot here. So I was able to get some shots until security told me to put the camera away, but then I was allowed to do iPhone or like some small video production stuff. Since my camera is ye big, the one that I'm recording on right now, I will be able to show you what this is. This is the old Miami, I believe the old arena for like boat racing. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know for sure. You know, I've been living here for almost 30 years now, and just what I've been told was that this was the old Miami water arena, or the aqua arena, and it would just be for jet ski racing on the other side of here. Jet ski racing, sailboat racing, anything, you know, aqua motorsport. So that shut down back in, I think, like the 80s or 90s, and it's just been here ever since. But it's just an awesome piece of architecture, and I guess whenever you bring a car here, it just gets super, you know, upset, super pissed off. So this is what it looks like. But you know me, I want to get at least one photo. You know, it takes less than a second to take a photo. So I think if I grab the camera and I would run over there and do bam, 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 I think I could get in and out without getting caught. So let's try. Okay, so got some shots. They came out good. Security came over. I was like, okay, time to leave. Respectable, understandable. We're gonna go deeper into Key Biscayne now. It's a gas station down there. I think I'm on gas went up, I think, from idling. At 28 miles to E now, so I'm gonna go in there. I do think that Key Biscayne gas stations, I do think gas there is very expensive. So let's find out. So here at the Key Biscayne gas station, I guess Key Biscayne gets all the cool stuff because this is the first time ever that I've seen this. A full digital Shell gas station. I've never seen this ever. Hold on, let me see how this works. I mean, it should work normally like every other gas station, but processing, authorizing. Best option for every Porsche. Get this. I think it's zero cost. Oh yeah, that's rad. So you no longer can use this to push. I guess you have to just, there we go. Oh, that's awesome. $529, not that bad. It's pretty expensive, to be honest with you. Up by where I live, it's like $4. Key Biscayne is a little bit more upscale, a little bit more pricey. You know, you are on Key Biscayne Island. It is literally an island, so you can't really, you know, can't really blame them for that. But so we're filling up now. Gonna hit up probably 2 more spots on the way back, and then I'm gonna take you guys to my favorite coffee spot that I went to in the last 2 of the videos so far. I always stop by there whenever I'm down here in Miami, because I live about 45 minutes to an hour north from here. So let's get back to it. All right, so I stopped at this quick. I saw like some sick lighting right here, and I'm gonna get some wheel shots right here. Saw the light peeking through this area of this parking garage as I was on my way up to the roof to overlook Miami, and I figured, why not stop here really quick, get some wheel shots, because I love the way the lighting's coming in on my wheel right there. Right there, yeah, that's awesome. Let me zoom out a little bit. A little low right there. Awesome. All right, let's go to the roof now. Ugh. Man, what a long day. Actually, correction. What a long morning. Very slippery here. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like runoff, saltwater runoff from rain or something. But it is very slippery here. Now let's go to we're gonna go to the roof. Yeah, it's very slippery here. I do not want to fall. Yeah, there's water getting in my shoes. It's definitely slippery here, but we're gonna go to the roof. Oh wow. I didn't know they stopped. They blocked all that off. Wow. There she is. Cool, let's take some shots. All right, now we're back in the car. Just finished up everything that I wanted to get. And it's about 9:30. So again, just finished up everything. I'm happy I was able to get everything that I wanted to get. Oh man, driving all around Miami, traffic and everything, and it'd be a little bit stressful sometimes, but we made it and we were all done. And it's time to go visit my favorite coffee place. But in the meantime, let's talk for a little bit as I drive on my way down. So, as you probably saw in the title of the video, I did buy the last 718 GT4. This one being a 6-speed. This is a 6-speed one, as you could probably see. You probably saw it throughout the video. Like I said before in the beginning of the video, I did buy this from Champion Porsche in Pompano Beach, Florida. This is my second Porsche that I've ever bought, and it's my second one that I bought from them. So my first one was a Taycan rear-wheel drive that I bought back in 2021. Great car. It was an awesome car. I didn't like that it was only about 200 miles of range. I drive all over the place, and I always wanted to have a car, like a fun car, where I could just pull off to the side, and if I wanted to fill up, then I could, you know, put 20 bucks of gas in, hop back on the road, and, you know, drive where I need to go. With the Taycan, it was just so tough back in 2021 when I had the car because, again, 200 miles of range out west, down here in South Florida on the west side of it, there really isn't that many Electrify Americas. There isn't really many good areas to charge the car. There's Teslas everywhere. And it was just, I had to like plan out my trips. I had to plan out my routes. I had to really go out of my way to enjoy the car. And it was one time when I was driving it, and it was my weekend. It was my fun car. I had a Hellcat. I had Dodge Chargers. I've had a Supra. I've had, you know, everything so far. And with the Taycan, it was a fun car. It drove like a Porsche. It drove like a Cayman or like a Boxster. It drove like it didn't weigh 2 tons, but at the end of the day, it was just a very boring car. And I don't mean that in a bad way. You know, the Taycan is there for a certain niche of people, a certain clientele. And for me being a car enthusiast, me being, you know, a driver, I want to get out and drive. I want to get out and have fun. You know, to do that in a quiet EV, rear-wheel drive, I mean, yeah, the car, I could slide it. The car did awesome, fun things, but it was just quiet. There was no motor. I did get it with the sound, but that only carried it so far until the smoke faded. So again, back to the GT4 now. I had it, I enjoyed it, got rid of it, wanted to hop into something fun, so I ended up hopping into a Toyota Supra that I mentioned in the previous video, or the video prior to that, whenever it was, and enjoyed that. That was, you know, manual rear-wheel drive. That was the limited edition one that I had. And one day I saw that this GT4 was available at Champion, and I inquired about it, got it, and they said that this was one of their last ones, and come to find out it was. They haven't received another 718 GT4 since. They haven't received a 6-speed one. This was the last GT4 that they ever received. So that was pretty cool. The #1 Porsche dealer in the United States, this was their last 718 GT4 delivery. So that was pretty cool that I was able to, you know, enjoy that. It was really cool. It really was. I'll probably put in a photo right here. This car did come with the stock satin black GT wheels. I did take those off, as you already guys saw. I have my Velos 3-piece forged wheels on here. I did lower this car on the factory suspension with still using the factory Dunlop tires. Dunlops aren't, you know, necessarily the best. I mean, there's a reason why, you know, Porsche puts Dunlops on there. So they aren't that bad. I've never had an issue with them so far. The car drives great with them on there. But again, back to the GT4. Great buying process with Champion. Loved it, picked it up, took it out, and so far, out of every single car I've ever owned, this is probably my #1 favorite car. And I don't want to sound biased. I really do not want to sound biased, but this is easily my #1 favorite car that I've ever had. #2 being my GR Corolla, which is right here. I did have that car for about 4 months until I got the GT4. Then I realized that driving a 6-speed GT4 and a 6-speed GR Corolla, both, one was my daily, one was my weekender, it wasn't really ideal. That GR Corolla drank gas. But back to this. This is this is easily the best car I've ever owned so far in my life, and I'm only 28 years old. Love it. Love everything about this. This did come with the stock sports seats. This was not the bucket seats. This was stock sports seats with the white embroidered GT4 logo on there. Another little noticeable features, the color matched panels, that was an option. So one of my favorite options on here, the all white gauges. I think this is the best option on any Porsche, especially a GT car or even a turbo. Definitely my favorite option. White gauges, factory. I believe this was an option, was the red on the red bolster top point on the wheel. White sports chrono gauge right there. That was definitely awesome. Again, you can probably see the color matched panels right here, all color matched. Another cool thing is that the seat belts were selected white. Pretty standard feature, all Arctic gray with white stitching all around, as you can see. Pretty much it. Nothing else on here that was really spec'd out too high. This was a customer built car and the customer backed out of it. Unfortunately, he didn't pick it up. So I'm very, very blessed to say that he spec'd it out really nicely, because I love this car. Everything on here was spec'd out so beautifully. But yeah, so we finally pulled out of the Port of Miami where I was shooting. 4,200 miles on this car now. I got it in July of last year, and now here we are in April. So yeah, we're on my way to my favorite coffee place right now. It's Vice City Bean, and right over here in Wynwood. Shout out to Roland. Awesome coffee place. If you guys are ever down in Miami, I'm always at this location. It's literally to die for. All right, guys. So thanks for tagging along with me. You got to see me shoot my own 718 GT4 6-speed. I gotta always mention that. It is not a PDK. It is a 6-speed manual. But thanks for coming along with me, guys. Definitely had a blast doing this for Velos. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna go get a coffee. I'm gonna go to the gym after that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this very long video. I already know after recording everything, this is gonna probably be pushing almost 30 minutes. I know the last video is about 21 minutes, but sorry, not sorry. I'm having a blast. I'm loving this. I love showing you guys what I do every day for a living, what I love to do. I love to create, love to meet, hang out with awesome people, love going all over the state, all over the country. Again, thanks guys. I really appreciate everything. Appreciate the comments, appreciate the subscriptions, appreciate the likes, appreciate the direct messages I'm getting on Instagram from all you guys. All you guys are awesome. Again, I'm here because I love it. I love doing this, and I just can't wait to show you guys more. So I will see you in the next video.